Hello, everyone. Welcome to Donald Jones Stadium here at the Kiski School campus as we have St. James School taking on the Kiski Cougars. We just played the anthem. We're getting ready to send the captains out onto the field. We have a beautiful day for fall football as the Cougars have their season finale today, coming in against St. James School, which only has one loss on the season. Cougars looking to finish strong. They've been on a bit of a streak here. They'll be wearing all black in their white helmets with St. James in their white and silver trimmed in red. Captains for Kiski, Jordan Graham, Nico Marchitelli, and Amani Clark Bay. We have Ashby Jacobs out there for St. James. And trying to see numbers there. Hunter Bigelow. Daniel Preacher. And oh no, sorry, it's not Bigelow. It's number 50, not 54. Riley Bishop. And number 5. Which is Sean Rowe. Sorry for that. Got the roster. Going to take me a little bit of time with St. James, but try and call out as much as we can here this afternoon. Getting ready for kickoff. Kiski will be receiving back deep for Kiski is number 27, Donovan Corridoni, and number 1, Marcel Holyfield. Just waiting on St. James here to send out their kickoff squad. Got number 7. He's going to be kicking it away for St. James. Ilya Danello is the kicker. And we're underway here this afternoon. Squib kick down the middle of the field. Scooped up by Marcel Holyfield. Takes up the far right side. Good blocking. He's got daylight down the sideline. And all the way down into St. James territory, down to the 27-yard line. Marcel Holyfield, nice blocking from the Cougars, set up that opportunity, and they'll take their first chance at offense here with 11:44 on the clock here in the first quarter. Excellent field position for the Cougars. Last week they struggled with field position, but this week off to a great start here in the first quarter. Nico Marchitelli makes his way onto the field, sets up his huddle, and will run his offense for the first time this afternoon. In the backfield is Jefferson Deska, right behind Marchitelli under center. In motion, Holyfield. Handoff left-hand side for a gain of about 4 yards on the play. Across the 25-yard line down to the 23, setting up 2nd and 6 for the Cougars. They got to make it down to the 17-yard line for a first down. Subbing in is Donovan Corridoni, and out comes Malik Russell. Again, under center, Marchitelli, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Deska in the backfield, Holyfield in motion. Handoff again up the middle, and there to make the tackle is number 21 in the backfield. That's William Grizel. on the tackle, or assisting on the tackles, in there to break it up. 10:46 left here in the first. Kiski with a 3rd and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 yards. Yep, 3rd and 4. So a gain of 2 on that run from Jefferson. Marchitelli under center. He's going to sneak it forward. Got him set up at about the 19-yard line. So it'll be 4th and 2 for the Cougars after the sneak from Marchitelli. Under 10 minutes now, 9:55 on the clock. So all 4 downs, Kiski shows a similar formation. This time they've got an extra receiver set out left. Clark Bay in motion, toss to the right. It's Deska with space, still fighting through tackles. He's going to shed him and find his way into the end zone at 9:24. Deska on the toss right. Draws first blood here this afternoon as Kiski takes a 6-0 lead over St. James. In to kick the extra point is Marchitelli. Holding for him is Holyfield. And snapping will be Kendall Held, number 70 for Kiski. And Marchitelli knocks it through. That'll give Kiski a 7-point lead after taking advantage of the excellent kick return by Marcel Holyfield. And it's 9:24 on the clock as St. James will take offense, receive the kickoff, I guess, for the first time here this afternoon. We'll see what they can do on their return. And Marchitelli will take over for kickoff duty as well for the Cougars. And squib down the middle of the field, received by St. James. And Corridoni able to force out number 2 on the return, Kyle Simone Guerin, the returner for St. James. And so St. James will take their offense on the road here, see what they can do on their first possession of the afternoon. 9:16 on the clock here in the first. Kiski with a 7-0 lead. 4 receiver set for St. James. Throw out to number 6. It's got space down the left-hand side and a first down for St. James. That's Ezra Burdett on the reception. First down out into the 43 of St. James. Set up 1st and 10 for them. Quarterback Reese Staley in the gun. out wide, swung out wide to number 2. He's got space, and it's going to be a foot race down the right-hand side, just out of the reach of Amani Clark-Bay, and that'll be a touchdown, St. James. It's Kyle Simone Guerin, the receiver on that play, off the pass from Staley. And so just as quickly, St. James strikes back, making it 7-6 with 8:39 left in the first. Danella will be kicking for St. James. And the kick is away, and it will be good. So we're all tied at 7. Again, 8:39 left on the clock. And St. James ties it up off the foot of Danello. Again, back deep for Kiski is Holyfield and Corradoni. Sending it away for St. James is Danello. A squib kick again. Falls short. Holyfield's going to scoop it up near the 20. Work his way to the right. This time makes a juke. Finding his way, cutting through, and tackled finally down at the 35 by number 22 of St. James. And Kiski's offense will find their way back onto the field. That's Zach Malloy on the tackle for St. James. Again, Holyfield on the return for Kiski. .8:30 on the clock remaining here in the first quarter as Kiski heads back out onto the field. They end up marking it at the 36-yard line, so they've got to get to the 46 for a first down on their side of the field. Marchitelli under center. This time Jordan Graham in motion. Play action out to the flat. It's Joe Hess on the reception and Simone Guerin on the tackle. So first down for Kiski out to the 48-yard line. So gain of 12 on the play from the pass from Marchitelli to Hess. Clark-Bay in motion. Toss sweep to Jefferson. And there's a flag on the play, but a gain of about 4 on the play. We got a holding penalty. Looks like they're getting ready to walk it back, so going to be a offensive holding against Kiski. Going to call holding against Hunter Spitalny. So that backs Kiski up significantly to about their 40.5-yard line. They've got to make it across midfield to the 42 on St. James' side of the field for a first down. So about 1st and 18. Marchitelli in the gun this time. Deska to his right, goes in motion. Quarterback keep working his way, dragging some defenders down back to about the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 on the 8-yard run from Marchitelli. Tackled by a host of St. James tacklers. 7 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. After some quick splash plays, things have calmed down a little bit. 2nd and 10. Marchitelli in the gun. Deska again moves to his right this time. Ball is knocked down by number 12. I believe that was Stifler knocking the ball down on the defensive end position. Or it was Bishop. Bishop and Stifler were both in that area. 6:39 left on the clock, setting up 3rd and 10 for the Cougars. Marchitelli under center, Deska in the backfield. Clark Bay in motion. Rolling out right. Has Deska underneath. And that's going to be a first down for Kiski. And finally blown dead out past the first down to the 41-yard line. So on 3rd and 10, the Cougars pick it up. And that'll move the chains with 6:26 left in the first. Nice read from Marchitelli to find Deska underneath. Swung out to the left. It's Amani Clark Bay with the reception. And Clark Bay makes it down to the 36-yard lines where they're going to mark him down. Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 6 for the Cougars with 5:30 on the clock. Corridoni subs in to the huddle. And run right to Deska. Met almost immediately by St. James. That was Grizel in on the tackle. .440 left here in the first with 3rd and 4 facing the Cougars from the 35-yard line of St. James. Play action, rolling out right. And reading that play is number 50 for St. James, Riley Bishop, one of St. James' captains. 4:05 on the clock. That'll set up 4th and 7 for Kiski. And Kiski opting not to punt in this situation. They're going to take their chance at 4th and 7. They spread things out. Marchitelli in the gun with Deska now on his left. And passes picked off, nearly picked off by number 16. That's Trevor Owens with nearly the interception. Had a potential for 6 the other way, but not able to wrangle that one in. That will be a turnover on downs for Kiski. St. James will take over with 3:27 left in the quarter. So A break for Kiski on the near miss interception. The jet sweep to number 1 for St. James. Robertson Ashby Jacobs, the ball carrier. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for St. James. Clock ticking down now. 3:05 left in the quarter. Staley will set up in the gun. 4 receivers set. Stacked receivers to his right. Number 1 goes in motion. This time they hand it up the middle. Making the tackle is number 66, Jan Klinger, staying home and making a tackle. Gain of 2 on the play. 3rd and 8 for St. James. And over the head of Simone Guerin, his intended target is Reese Staley on the pass out to the flat. Setting up 4th and 8. St. James is going to show punt. Corradoni back to return for Kiski. Setting up to punt is McClellan Stifler for St. James. 2:07 on the clock as he gets ready to send it away. And rugby style out to the right. A bad bounce for St. James as it rolls back to the 39-yard line. So Kiski will take the field from their 39-yard line with 1:57 on the clock here remaining in the first quarter. Four receiver set, trips to the right, and Deska in the backfield. Toss right to him. And this time he's met at the 40-yard line. Number 12 in there on the tackle for St. James, Stifler. .120 on the clock now, ticking away as Marchitelli's under center now. In motion is Holyfield. Rolls out to his left and tackled by number 64, Daniel Peacher. 50 seconds and a 3rd and 12 facing the Cougar offense. Ball is on the 37-yard line. They've got to make it out to the 49-yard line for a first down. Marchitelli ducks, tries a foot race out for first down, and tracking him down is number 16, Trevor Owens. So that'll set up 4th and 4 for the Cougars, and they're going to punt this time. 2 seconds left, so that'll flip the field as we end the first quarter. Tied up 7-7, St. James and Kiski. We'll be back in just a second. So Marchitelli will kick it away. Simone Guerin back for St. James. The start of the fresh quarter here, 12 minutes on the clock. And nearly blocked. May have been deflected. Looks like it was out at about the 30-yard line. So St. James will take over from their 30-yard line. Boy, I thought we'd be standing up here in the sun today. That would be nice. We are not. Nice day, though. In the sun, I'm sure. But in the shade, little nippy out today. Staley under center. Handoff up the gut. Shaking some tackles. He's loose down the right-hand side. Corradoni there, and he's going to make the tackle by the shoelace on running back Joshua Facarson Seaforth. So a big run from St. James here to start off the second quarter. Puts them in nice position down in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Staley in the gun now. 4 receivers out wide. Into the flat. And sniffed out nicely by Amani Clark Bay and helped by Marcel Holyfield. A loss on the play of about 4 or 5. Yeah, they're gonna mark him 5 yards back. So back to the 24-yard line. So 2nd and 15 for St. James. 11:15 on the clock here in the second quarter. Four receivers out wide. This time Staley under center. In the backfield, Farquharson Seaforth. They hand it to him up the middle. And Klinger for Kiski able to break that one up until he could get some help from his teammates to bring him down on a gain of about, we'll call it 1. So up to the 23-yard line. They've got to get down to the 9-yard line for a first down. So 3rd and 14 for St. James. .25 on the clock as they come to the line, remaining in the half. Stacked receivers to the right. It's going to be Ashby Jacobson on the pass attempt and caught by Simone Guerin. So Ashby Jacobson goes in motion, takes the handoff, and passes it out on a little bit of trickery from St. James down to the 3-yard line. Now under 10 to play in the half. 9:56 on the clock. Quick pass, well over the head of the intended target, out wide, Ashby Jacobson. So 2nd and 4. Well, 2nd and goal, I should say, from the 3-yard line. Second and goal, 3-yard line. Toss right to number 21. And drugged down by Joe Hess and Jefferson Deska. So 3rd and goal with 9:09 on the clock. And timeout called by St. James with 9:04. They want to talk it over here as they have a real opportunity from the 2-yard line now. So 3rd and goal from the 2 with 9:04. We'll be back in just a moment. Out of the break, third down and goal from the 2 for St. James. Looking for the inside handoff. Tackled by Malik Russell. No indication. They're going to mark it down at the 1-inch line. The ball's basically touching the goal line. But it's 4th down for St. James. Quarterback should be able just to fall into the end zone from this distance. And Staley will sneak it in for a touchdown, which will give them their first lead of the day here. St. James off the QB sneak from Staley. That'll make it 13-7 with 8:19 remaining in the half. Danello in to kick it. And that will be good as Kiski made a bunch of attempts to get a block on that. So we'll see how the Cougars respond here as St. James came out of the quarter break, ate about 4 minutes off the clock, and put a touchdown on the board after a big run to start early on the first play. So far, splash plays have been a big key to both teams' success today, tearing off big chunks of yards to get better field position. Danello kicking, and again, Corridoni and Holyfield back for Kiski. But it's been squib kicks all day from St. James so far. And this time kicked down. It will be scooped up by Holyfield near the 18-yard line. And Holyfield taken out of bounds at the 36-yard line by number 21. First and 10 for the Cougars from the 35-yard line. Clark Bay takes the handoff in motion, and a gain of nothing on the play as it sets up second and 10. 8 minutes left here in the half. Pass over the top. He's got Clark Bay out deep in a foot race to the end zone. And it's going to be Ashby Jacobs making the tackle. Nice play from Marchitelli to Amani Clark Bay, tearing off a ton of yards. Down inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line of St. James. Clark Bay all by himself over on the right-hand side. 7:13 on the clock. And a first and goal for the Cougars from the 9. Clark Bay in motion. Handoff to Deska. Makes a nice cut back inside for a gain of 4 on the play, down to the 5-yard line. 7 minutes remaining in the half, with Kiski with second and goal. Toss right to Deska, working his way down the defenders, looking to cut it up, and tackled by number 3 as Deska's shook up on the play. There is 2 flags down on the field, though, in the area of holding, so we'll see what's going to be. I think they're trying to decide who was holding who here. Holding offense. And there's only one holding penalty. It's going to be called against Malik Russell. So 10 yards from the spot of the foul, setting up second down and 16. Well, second and 15. Well, really, it's second and goal. Let me get it right. How about that? Second and goal, 6:16 on the clock. There's so many 6s and 16s on the clock over there. Getting all messed up. Marchitelli in the gun. Thankfully, he's number 4. Deska to his right now. Looking to hit the right and over the head of Corradoni. There's a flag on the play. Holding in the area of defensive holding. So looks like Kiski might get that yardage back. Never really let him out of his break, is what it looked like out of my peripheral there. Half the distance to the goals. Replay, second down. So it finally gets marked off down about to the, we'll call it the 7-yard line, 7.5-yard line. 5:53 on the clock as Kiski sets up at the line. Second down and goal from the 7.5. And sniffed out by St. James. A loss of 2 on the play, down back to the 9-yard line, so third and goal from the 9. 5:30 on the clock remaining in the half. And timeout taken on the field. So we'll be back in just a moment after the timeout. Okay, back out of the timeout, 5:21 on the clock as both teams return to the field of play. Setting up third and goal from the 9 for the Cougars again. Is the situation we have in front of us. Graham goes in motion. Pass from Marchitelli. He's got the race to the right. Not sure he got to the end zone. He did not. Comes up a little bit shaken up as he had to dive for the pylon. Didn't quite make it in. Down to the 1-yard line is Nico Marchitelli on sort of a broken play from Kiski. 5 minutes left in the half, and fourth and goal from the 1. Kiski stacks it and is going to push the pile. And touchdown Cougars. 4:52 on the clock as they set up the ram from the 1-yard line, led by Jan Klinger into the end zone. And flags on the play. It looks like a false start. Going to be false start against the defense. Half the distance to the goal. See if that changes Kiski's approach or not. I don't believe it's going to. Well, we're talking it over. And coach elects to leave the field goal unit out there. Marchitelli kicking, Holyfield holding, and Kendall Held snapping. And it is no good, out wide right from Marchitelli. So that'll keep the score at 14-13 in favor of St. James. Still plenty of time here left in the half. 4:52 on the clock for St. James to work with. Marchitelli is going to send it away for Kiski. Big kick from him back to Simone Guerin, who fields it at the 6-yard line, looking for some space. And nice play made by the Kiski Cougars, Dane Wilden, number 13. So we have 4:44 remaining in the half as St. James will take the field again. Plenty of time to work with as they'll start at their own 23-yard line. We'll see if the Cougar defense can step up, make a stop here late in the half. Staley in the gun. Number 3 to his right. He'll send him in motion. He's going to keep it up the middle. And Staley brought down by Malik Russell in the area of a first down. And they're going to go ahead and give him the first down as he makes his way out to the 33-yard line. Clock is ticking, 4:32 on the clock. Now on the pistol is Staley, number 3 behind. And going to be offsides against St. James. So 1st and 15 with 4 minutes left now on the clock. Grabbed down from behind by Jefferson Deska was Pequarson Seaforth, the carrier for St. James. St. James eating up a lot of clock here. Sure, they're trying to be the last possession of the half. Now 3:19 as they break the huddle. Trips left for the quarterback to look at. Now in motion, going to take a shot. Single coverage down the right-hand side. And somebody came out of their shoe, I think, or lost the towel. No, that's a shoe. Where did that shoe come from? Yep, somebody came out of their shoe. But he's going to go shoeless. So we've got shoeless Joe Jackson out to the right. And we're going to call a timeout. So Ashby Jacobs loses his shoe. They finally decide to call a timeout, get things sorted out. 3:03 on the clock as the teams are going to reset here with a 3rd and 6 facing St. James. Trips left. Again, they send number 3 in motion out wide this time, looking at him on the slant across the middle, off the hands of Simone Guerin. 4th and 6 with 2:59 on the clock. We'll see what St. James does here. They're calling for the punt team onto the field. So it'll give Kiski back the ball, hopefully with some good field position and time left on the clock. And kicked nicely down the field. And out at about the 19-yard line of the Cougars. 2:49 on the clock to work with. And 81 yards to go for a score here late in the second half. And up the middle, taking the handoff is Amani Clark Bay. He rolls forward for about a gain of 1 on the play. 2:40 on the clock, ticking now. Out to the 20, 2nd and 9 for Kiski. Handoff up the middle to Deska. 16 and 21 in there on the tackle for St. James. Now under 2 to play, 1:50 on the clock. Kiski inches their way forward to the 23-yard line, setting up 2nd and 5. Or 3rd and 5, excuse me, 3rd and 5. Play action rolling right is Marchitelli, and the play action sniffed out by St. James. Timeout taken, and that'll stop the clock at 1:04. So St. James looking to get the ball back here with about 1:04 to play. and we'll see what Kiski does here on 4th and long. So Kiski sends the punt unit out there to send it away. Marchitelli, the punter. Simone Guerin back for St. James. And spinner of a punt. And so we're going to call a running or roughing the kicker, which should be a first down for Kiski. So 15-yard penalty is going to bring it out to the 32-yard line. So Kiski with a second life here, late here in the half. 52 seconds on the clock. And 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Clark Bay in motion. He's going to take the jet around the right-hand side and tackled out of play at the we're going to mark him down at the 35-yard line. .46 seconds on the clock. 2nd and 7 for Kiski. And play is blown dead. Going to be a false start against Kiski. He'll back him up. Put them at the 30-yard line for a 2nd and 12 now. .43 seconds on the clock. Handoff, Clark Bay. Tackled inbounds, so clock is running. And Kiski seems pretty content on letting the clock run down. So 10 seconds now. Clock is ticking as Marchitelli sets up in the gun, looks at a clock, snaps the ball, and Kiski's going to take a shot down the field. Long ball down to and Ashby Jacobs looking to pad the stats, but they're going to call it incomplete down at the 27-yard line. So that will end the half with Kiski trailing by 1 point to St. James. It will be a short intermission, 10 minutes, I believe, for halftime. I'll show you the clock so you know when we're coming back. It's going to be 15 minutes on the clock for halftime. And we'll be back at the end of the half for the exciting conclusion of today's season finale for the Kiski's football team. And we're almost back for the start of the third quarter as Kiski will send it away to St. James, who has the ball first here in the second half. So coming out of the halftime break, St. James with a 14-13 lead over the Kiski Cougars. And I wouldn't say that there's momentum really going in either direction. St. James seemed to have some there late, but both teams have had big plays so far on both sides of the ball that have propelled them to where we are now with the score the way it is. So Marchitelli to kick it, St. James to receive it. Squibs it, scooped up by number 3, and tackled by Bryce Eberneth out at the 39-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 38-yard line. So St. James will take offense for the first time here in the second half. 11:52 on the clock in the third from their own 38-yard line. Handoff number 3 up the middle, met by Malik Russell of Kiski. Gain of about 1 on the play. 2nd and 9 for St. James. QB takes a hit, and nice breakup from Donovan Corradoni on the back half. Klinger in on the hit, delivered that to Staley. Looking for Ashby Jacobs down the right-hand side. Corradoni able to get a hand in on that to knock it away, setting up 3rd and 9 for St. James. Jet, and they're going to do the pass option from Ashby Jacobs out to number 16. So again, a big play on the jet sweep pass from Ashby Jacobs. This time connecting with Trevor Owens down inside the 30-yard line to the 29 of the Cougars. 11 minutes on the clock remaining in the third. Staley in the gun, 3 trips out to the right. Sets it up to Simone Guerin out there to the right. And not able to connect on that target. Clock stops with 10:27 in the third. Second and 10 as they break the huddle. 4 receiver set. Receiver stacked to the left. Ashby Jacobs going to send him in motion. Handoff to number 3. Spinning out of the arms of number 75, Vito, and into the arms of number 6, Malik Russell. Well, 10 minutes now remaining in the third, with third and 11 facing St. James. Play action over the top. And finding it down near the end zone is number 12 on the reception. That's McClellan Stifler. And Marcel Holyfield makes the tackle. So down to the 2-yard line, 9:30 on the clock. First and goal from the 2-yard line. And finding the end zone, number 3, Josh Fakwarison Seaforth. So St. James looking to make it a 2-possession game by trying a 2-point conversion here. They have a 7-point lead. They're electing to try and make it 9. They're going to throw it. And nobody home on the left-hand side. So a 7-point lead for St. James. Still a touchdown away for the Cougars. 9:04 on the clock. And Coach Beeren's going to meet with his team, talk things over, and get them fired up here to start their first offensive drive here this half. So we get organized here on the kickoff, and Squibbit short, and it's Ebeneth for Kiski falling on the ball. Going to mark him down at the 35-yard line for Kiski. So 9 minutes left in the third. And Kiski playing from behind here. Clark Bay in motion. Play action. Architelli dodges a defender. Joe Hess over the middle. And they're going to call it incomplete on the pass. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for Kiski. Marchitelli back at it. Sends Holyfield in motion. Pressure from the left-hand side from number 72. Virtually unblocked on that left-hand side. I don't think I have a number 72 on my roster. I apologize, number 72. I don't have him on my roster. Third and 12 for the Cougars. Roll out to his right. And Hess on the reception for Kiski. He's about 2 yards short on the play. So Coach Buren sends the punt team out there on 4th and 2. 7:40 remaining in the third. And Kiski not able to figure out what they wanted to do on the punt. Didn't have the right personnel in there. So they take a timeout to talk things over with Coach Buren. 7:40 on the clock and a 4th and 2 facing the Cougars. Marchitelli with the line drive. And Zeno's going to down it for Kiski. Personal foul against Kiski behind the play. Be a 15-yard penalty. So that will be a advantage for St. James. Punt didn't go very far, maybe about a 25-yard punt or so. So that'll set them up on Kiski's side of the field at the 47-yard line. 7:31 to work with here in the third quarter. Pass opportunity for Staley. Threads it down. They're going to call it a reception out to the 33-yard line. Looked like it was a ground ball that skipped into him, but they're going to call it a catch at the 33. Just excited for baseball in the spring, I guess. Fumble and recovered quickly by number 3. So a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11 for St. James. Play action over the middle. And the St. James sideline very upset. No pass interference called. I think the argument can be made from both sides of the ball. Kiski player had a better chance at catching that than the St. James player, but 3rd and 11 for the Saints. Pass again, and a loss of 11 on the play, 12 on the play. That was a weird play. 4th down for the Saints on the pass out wide to number 72. Yeah, it. Yeah, it was. I guess it. Yeah, he did throw it behind him, so it was more of a lateral than a pass. I guess. I guess that's why 72 could catch it. Punt from number 12 is going to pin Kiski deep if it doesn't make its way into the end zone. Beautiful kick from number 12, Stifler. That'll pin Kiski down at the 1. So Kiski pinned into their end zone. Sorry about that. Hand off to Deska. Out to the 2-yard line, so a gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9. 5:30 on the clock. And they're going to mark him out at the 7-yard line. So should set up 3rd and 4 for the Cougars. 4:35 on the clock. Got to get out to the 11 for a first down. Jordan Graham in motion. Play action pass from Marchitelli. He's in trouble. So 4th down for the Cougars. So Marchitelli kicking from his own end line. Very little room to work with. Not an ideal situation for the Cougars. 3:20 on the clock. Marchitelli gets a nice punt away. Simone Guerin takes it. He's got room to run down the right-hand side. And nice cutting. And into the end zone is Cal Simone Guerin. That play set up just wasn't a good situation for Kiski to begin with. Backed up into their own end zone. Very little field. It was going to be wide open for Guerin if he caught that, and he did. Punches it in for the Saints. So they open their lead up to a 2-score lead. Danello in to kick it. And it's going to be good. So a 14-point lead for the Saints here with 2:50 left in the third. And Kiski with a little bit of a hill to climb. Ebeneth able to fall on it. On the squib from St. James. First and 10 from the 34-yard line for Kiski. Ball on the ground. Recovered by the Saints. So a mishandled handoff between Deska and Marchitelli will give the Saints some momentum here. Down on the field is number 50 for the Saints, as he was in that pile, Riley Bishop. So number 50 up and off the field under his own power there, shaking up on the fumble recovery. That sets the Saints up from the 36-yard line. And number 3, going to be 2nd and 1 from the 30 or 27-yard line. 2:20 on the clock here in the third. Jet sweep. Tackle by Ebeneth, out of play. Coach Halupka getting involved in the action, helping to make the tackle on the sideline there. So it'll be a first down for the Saints from the 25. Clock stops 2 minutes exactly. Keeper up the middle, and he'll surrender down near the 21. Gain of 4 on the play on the keeper from Staley. 2nd and 6 with 1:45 on the clock. And cut back by number 3, met by number 66, Jan Klinger.
Good job, Jan!
Now a minute left to play with 3rd and 6 facing the Saints. Ashby Jacobs knocks it out of the quarterback's hands. And they're going to call it after the play. I would argue the whistle hadn't blown yet, but he was on his knees. So it's unfortunate for Klinger. So half the distance will set up first and 10. Yeah, unfortunate on the fumble. Looked like it was going Kiski's way. Pass over the head of the intended target, Simone Guerin. 2nd and 10. Staley in the gun. Handoff up the middle. And works his way forward for a couple. Out to the 9-yard line. Spitani in there on the tackle for Kiski. Klinger acted as a speed bump. Slowed him down. And that will end the third quarter with the St. James carrying a 27-13 lead over the Kiski School into the fourth quarter. So both teams going to regroup here with St. James again knocking on the door. We'll be back in just a moment. 3rd and 5 for St. James with a fresh 12 minutes on the clock. Opportunity to get a first down near the 4-yard line. Kiski needing a big defensive stop here. Keep themselves in this game. Pass over the middle. It's a slant to number 1, Ashby Jacobs, in the back of the end zone for a touchdown for the Saints as they pull away here from Kiski, 33-13. Danello in to kick. Low snap and curveball out wide left. So it'll stay 33-13 as the Cougars will receive from St. James. Squibb again. This time Jefferson Deska scoops it up, makes his way out to the right, cuts back to the left, looking for some space. Still loose. And finally corralled by the Saints. And away from the play, we've got a scrum. Couple flags on the play as the scrum took place away from the ball. Just about every flag possible on the field is out there. So we have ejections on both sides of the ball. 21 on Kiski, 22 on St. James. So Kiski will take over. Well, it's going to be Clark Bay who's ejected for Kiski, not Ebeneth. So numbers were wrong. It's number 5 for Kiski and number 22 is what they said on the white side. So we get it all sorted out here. We'll get back to football action with 11:45 on the clock. Okay, Marchitelli under center. Hands it off to Marcel Holyfield around the left-hand side here. He's got some space down the sideline and tracked down by number 21. Nice chunky yardage from Marcel out to the 40. Well, they're going to call it back for holding. Sorry, I didn't see the flag there. So that'll negate that, make it 1st and 20 for the Cougars. Not ideal. Or first and, excuse me, 5 yards from the spot. So 1st and 15. Marchitelli back to pass. And picked off by number 3. He's got loose. He's taking that to the house. And that should get called back, though. Away from the play. We'll see what's going to happen here. So, nice defensive play. Taken back by some cheap shots on the backside of things. Oh, never mind. Touchdown's good. Flag got picked up. And it'll be 39-13 in favor of the Saints. And we finally get the footballs figured out so we can kick this extra point. Danello in to kick it. And that one's going to be wide left. Zeno in there for Kiski to pressure that kick from the left-hand side. So it'll stay 39-13 in favor of the Saints with 11:21 here to play in the fourth. Danella's going to send it away for the Saints. Squibbed, and it's going to be picked up by Holyfield. It's going to work his way around the left-hand side, cuts back, and falls down near the 43. Holyfield will take the jet down the left side, cut back and met by two Saints, 64 and 16 at the 49 and a half. They'll mark him down at the 50. Nope, mark him down at the 49. Nope, 50. That'll be 2nd and 3 for the Cougars. 10:45 on the clock. Seems like there should be more time off the clock here in the fourth, but there really has been just a lot of downtime with all the penalties and whatnot. Ugly play from both sides of the ball. Hand off to Holyfield again. He's got the hot hand. He's got some space out across the 40-yard line down to the 37. 37. Did I say 37? I'm losing my mind up here in the cold. 37-yard line. 10-12 on the clock. I made an amateur mistake here today. I thought I'd be standing in the sun all day up here on the roof. I've been in shade the entire time and didn't bring a jacket in the 50-degree weather. Holyfield with it around the left-hand side again, tackled by number 16 out on the edge. Gain of 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd and, nope, not 6, 4. So it'll be 2nd and 6 with a gain of 4 on the play. Nice move by Jordan Graham for a first down. Looked like a hopeless play as the Saints were in the backfield with him, but shake and bake, moving out to the 25. 9.5 minutes remaining here in the game. Kiski looking to finish strong here as this is their season finale. Not sure about the Saints. It might be theirs as well. Marchitelli keeps it around the right-hand side, fighting for a first down and out of play at the 14-yard line on the far sideline. So a first down for the Cougars. Deska up the middle, and he's in the end zone. Is Jefferson Deska for a Kiski touchdown with 9 minutes left in the fourth. Makes it 39-19. And kick is good from Marchitelli. Makes it a 19-point lead for the Saints with 9 minutes left here in the fourth. Kiski going to need some defensive stops and a little bit of magic here as time is not on their side. And Kiski shows onside's kick. Good kick from Marchitelli, smothered by number 16 of St. James, setting up at the 49-yard line. Trevor Owens on the recovery for the Saints. Handoff to number 21 up the middle. Ridden down by Spitolny and Hess of Kiski. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2nd and 5 for the Saints. And this time, Jan and Joe Hess on the tackle. Kiski takes a timeout with 8:15 left and a third and 7 facing the Saints. So we'll be back in just a moment. Third and 7 for the Saints with 8:15 on the clock. Kiski looking for a big stop here on defense. Try and cut into the Saints' lead a little bit here. Pass from Staley. He's got number 1 down the left-hand side. Holyfield and Ashby Jacobs. A battle of number 1s. They're going to mark him down at the 1-yard line. So again, the Saints in the red zone with a chance to score from the 1. And Staley will tuck into the left and into the end zone for the Saints at 7:37. Danilo again into kick. Stifler his holder. And this one finds its way through the uprights for a extra point. That is good from Danilo, 46-20 with 7:37 left in the fourth. Danilo to kick it away, squibs it over the head of Jordan Graham into the arms of Joe Hess. And tackled by number 6. Ball did come out, but they're going to call him down. Hand off to Holyfield on the sweep. Up the sideline. To the 43-yard line, 2nd and 3 for the Cougars. 7:18 on the clock. Graham in motion. Handoff. Up the middle. Looks like Dane Wilden on the carry. Getting an opportunity on the inside counter. 7 minutes left in the game here. First down for the Cougars. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Coach Buren going to get some of the younger guys some playing time. Jack Hart into the game on the right-hand side with Wilden to the right of Marchitelli. Handoff Jefferson Deska. Tackle by number 64 of the Saints, Daniel Peacher. Second and 7. Marchitelli's going to roll out on the bootleg to Joe Hess
Yeah, Joe.
and tackled by number 5. Not before getting a first down and some chunks of yardage. First down for the Cougars. 5:30 on the clock. They'll be at the 34-yard line. Handoff to Jordan Graham. Turns upfield and spins. Let's see, they'll mark him down. Looks like about 3 yards shy of a first down. Second and 3 from the 27. 4 minutes and 40 seconds as they break the huddle. Roll out left. Marchitelli jukes some defenders, works his way to the right, shakes him loose, and finally brought down at the 1, they're going to call it. There is a flag on the play. Nice work from Nico Marchitelli, though. Got a block in the back. Block in the back on the offense, which when a play breaks down like that, that's not surprising. But Marchitelli continues to do it with his feet all season. He's been eluding defenders like that, making plays out of nothing. So it's going to be first down and 10. So it's first and 10, despite the penalty, because it was from the spot of the foul. Handoff, Dane Wilden around the left-hand side. Saw a little bit of daylight, which quickly closed off by number 21.
Monday!
3 minutes and 25 seconds left in the game. Pass from Marchitelli looking to the corner.
Nice, Joe.
Joe Hess was there, broken up by St. James. Clock stops with 2:56 remaining in the game. 3rd and 6-ish, 5-ish. They've got to get down to the 11, and they're at the 17, so we'll call it 3rd and 6. Timeout called by the Kiski Cougars here with 2:56 left. We'll be back in just a second. 3rd and 6 facing the Cougars with 2:56 on the clock.
Nice, Nico.
Marchitelli up the middle
Keep going.
and down to the 2-yard line.
Good job, Jan!
First and goal for the Cougars. Marchitelli sends Graham in motion. Hand off to Jefferson Deska. Touchdown, number 11, Jefferson Deska.
Good, Jefferson!
Marchitelli to kick. Holyfield to hold. Kendall held to snap. And puts it through the uprights is Nico. Makes it 27-46 in favor of St. James. So the Cougars, I assume, will set up for an onside kick here. Recovered by number 72, St. James, with 2:22 left in the fourth. Handoff up the middle to number 3, tackled by Vito. Those of you that are Kiski fans out there, you'll want to join us on Tuesday at 3:30. We're going to have the second round of the PESA state playoffs for soccer. Our first ranked Kiski Cougars got a bye in the first round, so they'll have their first action on Tuesday at 3:30. So join us here on Cougar Game Day for that match. They'll be taking on the Hill School in their. They'll be taking on the Hill School, in their second round of the PESA playoffs. So campus definitely excited about that. Their boys are defending champions, so they'll have a chance to repeat here if they can navigate the gauntlet that is the pace of playoffs. So make sure that you stick around and join us on Tuesday for that. As St. James will line up in the victory formation. Not sure what we're doing here. Snapping it when players aren't set. But either way, that's going to end the ball game here. St. James takes a 46-27 victory over the Kiski School Cougars to end the Cougars season at 5-4, I believe, on the for their record overall this season. So congrats to both sides of the field. Got a little messy in there with some back and forth, but we end the game uh, with the Saints taking the win. So join us again Tuesday, 3:30 for the soccer pace of playoffs. And again, the number one seeded Kiski Cougars will square off against Hill. Have a great rest of your weekend, and go Cougars.